Hey guys, Susanna here. I am back to do the Cardinal today. I'll just quickly show you. I didn't end up doing stuff on there. I may later, but I haven't got a great deal left on that little spool. So I want to use that up for the Cardinal, and here's some of the Cardinal colours that I've got. But I like how this little guy turned out. I've just finished doing these little bits and I'm done there. So my Cardinal is going to be living up here. I've got a picture that I've got. I'm going to give it a bit of an iron. Picture that I've got in my phone, which I've sort of given it a little bit of a layout. Okay, now Cardinal is just here. They always look angry, which is really funny. So this is the one we are probably going to be having the beak, and we're going to be doing a little bit of stitching to bring it to life. So here's my little Cardinal pieces. They're teeny. So this one I am filming. When you see this one, I should be at my retreat, my first day of the retreat, enjoying my time with Lisa Maddock and lots of other ladies, doing yeah, beautiful slow stitching. Now which way does it go? I'm just trying to think. It's got the shiny bit. There we go. That's it. Goes that way. Sometimes you just got to bring it out. Now he's got small little paws, so we are going to just plonk him up here. Now hopefully I'm going to go okay with this Liza fix, because as you saw last time, it really did not work the best. Okay, now I've got this little guy sitting on something, so I'm just going to stick his, and then his claws will go that way. I think it's probably the best way. Then that goes up here. Just once again, use this as a guide of where you're going to go. And then that I've got sort of sits out a little bit, and then I think the eye probably comes there, so I might iron that down first, I think, before I put the beak down. See how we go. Keep our fingers crossed, people. Let's hope it goes okay. And then, yeah, that's the way. Just looks a little bit weird at this point, and that usually sits on the feather top part a little bit, of some of it sticking out. Definitely need a like black to be sewn around there, so hopefully, must be the fabric. This is sticking down really good. Let's hope the beak does as well. So I think like last week, I may stitch the beak down. This is great. It's sticking down. Woohoo! Okay, we'll turn this off. I've got my little pussycat sitting next to me, so I might get the video, the camera, and show you the cat, or she might even jump up. Normally I don't allow that, but if she does today, I'll let her do that. I better move my iron out of the way so the cat doesn't spring up on it. Now, are we in camera? Yes, we are. I was looking cute already. There we go. We'll just zoom in a little bit and then get this as a guide. So this is where we know all the stitches are going to probably do some black along here, and then I'll do some black along there as well. So, and then we're going to do just like we did with this here, we're going to do some bullion knots for the feet. So I might draw them in. Where have we got? Let's look. Sort of got do it there, going in, and then across and down, I think. Across and down, across and down. There we go. Feet sticking out underneath. And then here we're going to do just a bit of a line. A couple of lines along there. I'll do a bit of shading a little bit here as well. Couple of lines along here. Okay, I think I might even do a few along here. I'll just do some stitches. You guys probably can't see it too well. Now the eye comes at the end of this one, and quite a big eye. So we'll just colour that in. And I'm going to have a little bit of white. And then some stitches along here too. You guys can't see it too much, but it's there, and we sort of want to around here too. So you can't see it too much. I've done extra along here. Sometimes you just want to get, I love the way that this fabric has got a little bit of that blacky stuff in it anyway. It's really cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got some DMC, black DMC thread here, which I look like I've already pre-cut some of it. Yep. So I might take that off and do the same. Oop. I think it's too, geez, it gets knotted. Sometimes the best course of action is just to go snip, snip. There we go. And then this is the leftover bit that's still attached that I can use for another time. I usually try and use 2 strands. I know when I do cross stitch I use 2 strands. So, okay. Need a thin enough needle with a decent enough eye. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw those. We're sort of going to stitch around here, giving it a bit of definition. The Cardinal looks a little grumpy, but that's just how they look. Now, simple. So, I've actually got, I think I might, oh look, I might just sew it. Yep. So what I'm going to do is try and back stitch as close as I can to the edge to give it a bit of a border without it wrecking the fabric. Oh, that's a thick needle. Might have to get something a little thinner. There we go. I think that's probably better. But there's a few layers to go through, so that doesn't help. There we go. Up. You've got a long thread. Oop. Make sure that you do that. Now, back stitch as close to the edge as I can go, but it does tend to pull on the fabric. But I want a bit of a definition and an outline. Okay. I got my fingernails done. Yeah, I went to somewhere and it broke. I knocked it against something and it split my nail, so I'm like, I was in the place where very close to where you can get your nails done, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get them done. My nails grow nice and long, but they're quite weak. So, okay. Give it a bit of a border. Doesn't matter if you see a little bit of the red. That's just the way it goes. We want to see the black. There we go. Do the hardest part first, the rest turns out okay. Now this is where it gets thicker because there's a few layers. Okay. I might need to fix it a little bit more near the beak, but it's okay. Okay. Hopefully that's being held down. Now, I'm going to go to this part here and do some back stitching to find the beak. At least my nail polish matches my Cardinal. And I'm going to go here again. So that I can come across there. And here. down. There we go. Seems to be a bit of a gap in between. Rather than going back and restitching, I'm just going to add the black. That'll work. I think it needs a little bit more here. It's a little annoying the way it doesn't quite match up, but oh well, what can you do, eh? Go down here. Try and do it as best as we can. Now, there we go. Gives the beak a little bit of definition. Now, while we got this black in, I might stitch this down. I'll just give it a quick little, like a whip stitch around it, so it holds it down a little. Because it's black on black, you don't really see it, but at least I know that it's been held down. Okay. So how are you all going with your birds? I hope they're looking okay. If you've bought the small one, this is extra. You're going to have to wait until I've finished all the other birds, until I actually do a bit more sewing on the, you know, all that. So, but it pretty much, you can see where you can do extra sewing. You just sew on the leaves, it lends itself to it. Okay. Oop, a little higher. My little pussycat is over here preening herself, as she does. Okay. Oop. Oh, you can hear her tongue going across her fur. Okay. At least we know that this is down, and I'll probably do the same with go underneath, and I'll grab this part here, and then go down, and we can start doing a couple of the we'll extend the little black marks in the fur. So I will go around and do a quick slip stitch around the red so that it's being held down, and then I might come back and do just some more of this, because it's got a little bit of a blacky red in the fur. Okay, now I want to do the eye with a DMC thread, like a thicker perlate. So I'll just continue going along here and doing some stitches near the eye, any little ones. I think this is probably going to be one of my quickest ones yet. Okay. Oh. I like that. That's looking really good. I mean, I suppose since I've got the black here, I probably could use this. Go back. Start here. There we go. I was going to use the pearl 8, but by the time you sew it together, I think this will be okay. Maybe I spoke too soon. I think I might need to finish. I'll go and get the pearl 8 stuff, I think. Put that down. And get the pearl 8 cotton now. Okay, get a bigger eye and finish this off. I'll do that there. Okay. Now, pin over here, and we got some of this. Not a lot. Probably use some of this in the wing, so I might grab a little bit. Okay. Still black, just a different type of black, not the floss. Okay. Okay. Let's see how we're going. We're still in camera. We're going good. Oop. Because it's such a big piece of fabric, it's sometimes a little bit hard to sew. Okay. Just going to do a satin stitch. And pearl 8 makes it a little thicker anyway, and sort of gives it a bit more of a 3D raised look, which is good. Now, got quite a big eye. And we're sort of making the eye look like it's part of that black part there. And then we'll define it with a really small thin piece of white floss. I am going to go actually on top of the black, just so it blends in a little bit. There we go. Maybe one more, because it's sticking up to hold it down. There we go. Okay, now I might go down here and use some of this black for feathers and stuff down here. There we go. Sorry, fingers in the way. I find going forward and then going back is the easiest way to go when you're doing straight stitches. So maybe one a little more, a small one. And then I'll go over here and we are going to define that there. So, it'll just be a bit of a back stitch. There we go. And I've got to go around the whole bird with, you guys have got this, but it's variegated, so I've picked out I'm going to go around the whole bird with that just so it blends in, and then I'm going to use some of this in the actual bird for feathers and stuff. So I'll just, my goodness, oh. What I'll do is I'll come out here and just go through, just have it out of the way. Now, what I would like to do is a little bit of white, here it is, for the eye, and it's a fairly big bold white, and do it more to sort of the top half, you know, top to back, if you know what I mean. I might do it's a colonial knot rather than that. It's because it makes it quite big then, quite a big dot. And then I'm going to do a little bit of stitching around here to define that a little bit, so it looks like an eye. Okay, make it pull it tight. So I really do want it to blend in a little bit. I might undo that and make sure I get into that hole next to it. Really want to get in there so it looks like it's together. Me being a little alpha so, but that's okay. Sometimes if you don't, you can. I might go in and behind so it makes sure that it is definitely looking like it's one sort of round there. That's better. Don't want the gap in between. So that defines the eye somewhat, and I might go around here with some of that red as well, or some of the black, just to highlight it a little bit, like it's got in here, almost like little eyebrows. And I'll do that with the thin black. Okay, now, yep, I'll just finish this off. Now, same with the little tufted titmouse. We're going to do bullion knots on the feet, so I probably won't show you, but it's the same technique. So if you want to go back on my playlist and have a look at how I did that, that way this video won't end up as quite long. Okay, now I'm going to grab this bit here, and do it quite a long, it's sort of like a real winey red, which is nice, matches really well. Okay, if you want to know what colour this is, it's Wonderfeel Pearl 8 612, if you want to get that, because it does match the fabric that you get really, really well. Okay, so what we're going to do, and I'll have a look at the time, see how we're going. Oh, it's looking rather cute. See, 31 minutes already. So I'll just do a little bit of stitching around. So we're just going to continue. I'll do the same stitching that I did there, just all the way around and around the wing to define that. Continue with the black along here and here and here, and then I might use some of this that you get in. If you want to go around the bird in that, that would work too. So you don't have to get that, but it's not variegated. And then, yeah. So it's not a real hard one, and then you do your little feet in the bullion rows, the same as what I've done here. So anyway, well, I'll better stop it here, and I'm just going to grab this. I'll pause it, and I'm going to show you my little pussycat. Look at my little pussycat. Isn't she adorable? Look how she's sleeping. Hey, Lucky. Hello. You going to say hello? Oh, one eye. She is beautiful, and she's really soft. Aren't ya? Hey? Just sitting next to Mum while I'm doing my crafting. Too busy sleeping. But I thought I'd show you. She is rather adorable. Okay, guys. Well, I'll just bring you back over here. Oh, hang a minute. Wait. Look at that. The way they curl upside down. So cute. And here's my little craft table. So, yeah, bring you back up here and zoom you in. It's so cute. They do really look like they're a little bit angry, the cardinals, and I quite like how it's turned out. So just a few more highlight bits, stitch around, and then the feet, and you are done. Okay, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be enjoying my time now while this is airing at the retreat, and I will show you what I've done when I get back. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye, guys.